Well, of all things on YouTube, Facebook, everything else, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, like it, and share this thing far and wide. I have done a lot of stuff on this car the last few days, and I've just been lazy. I haven't been recording it. I've got some bodywork stuff that I'm playing with just to learn how to do it. Not really gonna worry about this panel. We're gonna replace it. I've got a new hood badge coming that you're really gonna like. And today, we are going to replace our traditional light bulbs with a nice, cool LED setup. And this is pretty simple. I'll let you know. This cover's got a couple screws in it that go in, and it just pulls off. There's 3 screws that go in on here that hold the surround, and I've already taken them out. I can take the surround off, and I can disconnect this headlight, literally like so. And there's my plug. Headlight is done. I've got this new headlight insert right here, and I mean, I'm literally gonna show you this in real time because this is a 5-minute job. I've got a headlight insert here. I did not RTFM or read the frickin' manual or look at the instructions or anything on this. This should be pretty straightforward. So if I pull this out of here, you can see that there is my beautiful new bulb, and it says H4 on it, so I can find the orientation on which way is up here. And I've got my new, that's the lens, by the way. Here's my new bulbs, and I won't put any pressure on or touch these, but I will go ahead and just gingerly pull them out of the packing. My son took this apart, so I think he thought it was fishing stuff, which he tends to do, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. We will just find the orientation for this. There is a larger notch on one side and smaller on others. If we find which way is up, that is the up. I think that this is gonna go like that, and it does. I will take this clip, pull it around, and we will figure out where this locks in place. So let's just push down, lock in place like so. So that bulb is in there now. And then all we have to do is come over here, find our plug setup, and these are plug and play. Go ahead and push these plugs into place. Everything's gonna try and fall out on me. I will put this bulb here in place, and there are little slots that these actually go into, which is nice. And I'll make sure that everything is set there, and it is. I will take my bezel and make sure that this is oriented correctly, and it is. And all I have to really do is return these screws back in here where they go, and put the cover plate back on. So this is held into place, and these will be installed. Now, we have done, like I said, just a tremendous amount of work on this car here the last little bit. Get that lined up here in just a second. Come back over here. Find out where my hole plates are. I always have fun trying to get screws. I don't know what it is, but the older you get, the more fun this stuff becomes. Get that threaded, and that one is started. I don't want to over tighten these. Get this one set and in the screwdriver. Now, I don't know what it is with this car. It came out of Maine. Anything and everything you can think of was rusted on this, every screw. So we went to Harbor Freight, and if you ever watched Mythbusters, can't think of the red-haired guy on there, but him and a lot of other people, including Ed China, just dipped the car in Evaporust. And we've been putting the screws from this car in Evaporust and knocking all the rust off on them. As a matter of fact, yesterday I went to move this car and it wouldn't start. And I'm like, well, it's got to be the starter. So I went and picked up a new starter for this car. And put the new starter on it. And the bolts that were going into it were a little bit crusty, rusty. So I went on ahead and I put all the bolt heads, trying to figure out which way this guy goes on here. I have new covers, by the way, and I actually thought about converting these lights, no lie, and then I changed my mind. I was going to go with the with the non-pop-up lights on this car. And then I woke up and just thought to myself, what the hell are you thinking, Frank Ball? So no, we stuck with the pop-ups on here, and I disconnected my battery before putting this light in. So give me just 1 second and I will put the surround back on. This one's all bent up. I've got another one I picked up from my buddy Elliot Grafton at 944 Barn. I will go ahead and put the battery connection back on here, and I will just let you see here in just a second what this looks like. And now you should have a nice LED light in there as opposed to the previous setup that was in there before. So there's one done. I'll get the other done here in just a second. I'll test these out and I'll talk you through some other stuff I got going on. And there you go. It's like a 5-minute job, not hard to do. Anybody can do this. Got these at only944.com, not sponsored by them. Just happened to see a lot of people buying their stuff online, so we picked it up. And next thing we're gonna do, and I'm probably gonna get something to eat first, is we're gonna get that center console back installed and a lot of this new stereo wiring and everything all cleaned up. I do have some screws soaking in evaporust because they were crusty on the inside of the car, but we'll check on those and see how they look and get ready to put that back together.